The latest, Cassidy promotes bill meant to replace Obamacare. Washington, AP, the latest on the Senate Republican push to repeal the Affordable Care Act, all times local. 9:40 a.m. Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy is making a last-minute ditch effort to have Obamacare replaced and repealed. Appearing on MSNBC's Morning Joe on Wednesday, Cassidy, a Republican, promoted a bill that would undo the central pillars of former President Barack Obama's law. The legislation would replace them with block grants to the states so they could make their own health care coverage rules. Cassidy lamented that people tend to resist change, even if it is from worse to better. He vowed that his bill will bring power to that patient, power to that state for them to have control over their health care future. Cassidy wrote the bill together with Senator Lindsey Graham, a South Carolina Republican. 8:50 a.m. President Donald Trump says he hopes Republican senators will vote for new legislation that aims to repeal and replace the health care law enacted by his predecessor. Trump says on Twitter that the developing plan is great and ends accurate, a reference to the existing Obamacare health law. Republican Senators Lindsey Graham of South Carolina and Bill Cassidy of Louisiana are the sponsors. The bill would undo the central pillars of President Barack Obama's health care law and replace them with block grants to states so they can devise their own health care coverage rules. Senate Republicans defeated an effort earlier this year to repeal Obama's law. Trump also criticizes Kentucky Republican Senator Rand Paul for opposing the bill. Trump says Paul is such a negative force when it comes to fixing health care. 4:15 a.m. President Donald Trump and Republican Senate leaders are engaged in a frantic search for votes in a last-ditch effort to repeal and replace Obamacare. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is pressing hard for the newly revived effort, which had been left for dead as recently as a week or two ago. But in a sign he remains short of votes, McConnell refused on Tuesday to commit to bringing the legislation up for a vote. As in July, much of the focus is on Arizona Senator John McCain. Would he step back in line with fellow Republicans now that there was a bill co-written by Lindsey Graham of South Carolina, his best friend in the Senate? McCain wasn't saying. Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, another crucial vote, wasn't disclosing her views, either. Copyright 2017 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.
On Sunday, congressional and Trump administration sources have said that the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is considering a vote for a bill that would scale back the federal government's role in the healthcare system. CNN says this will be the GOP's last attempt to repeal Obamacare before the GOP's power to pass healthcare legislation through a party-line vote in the Senate expires. The bill would replace Obamacare's tax subsidies with block grants and the law's individual insurance mandate and scale back its Medicaid expansion.